But we had a really good defensive line. Brian Young was the inside tackle on third down that I rushed with in that Super Bowl, and he went on to New Orleans and made a ton of money. And Justin Flacco was a really good player, so I'd hate to have to take him out of the mix. I know I'm not gonna take myself out of the mix, but I'm gonna go ahead and say a right tackle too. If we would have had a healthy right tackle in that game who had started all year, it probably would have been helpful because we had some issues on that side, giving up some pressure a couple times in Kurt's face.
So I will ask you this. Are you going to take Rob Havenstein, who plays right tackle? You could take Joe Noteboom, who they just drafted at TCU, or are you going to try to throw Andrew Whitworth at the right tackle position?
Well, I'm not familiar with any of those guys' work intimately. Usually when I'm watching the game, my eyes are on the defensive line of whoever's on the field. So I can't say. Now, is the first guy you named, is he the incumbent? Did he start last year?
Yeah, Rob Havenstein's the right tackle.
And how would you rate this Havenstein? Is he a serviceable starter? Or is he a guy that needs some competition, or what's the deal?
Yeah, so I look at Havenstein, and I see somebody that is solid. He's a second-round pick. He's not extremely athletic, and he does struggle against the speed rush, but
okay.
I think he's a monster as a run blocker. I think the problem is the pass protection spot. Warner's interception, I think it was to Bucky Jones, or it might have been to Ty Law, the one where he gets hit.
Law,
yeah, it was Ty Law.
Ty Law.
And, that was on his right side, and he basically got hit while he was throwing. So,
But to be honest with you, according to Mike Martz, it was the tight end who was in a H-back, fullback position that missed the block. I can't remember if it was Ernie or whoever it was. I remember him talking. We had a conversation about that game. We've had many conversations about that game, but he talked about that. He missed the block, and that's sort of what created the pressure. So it wasn't even the right tackle on that particular play. But again, I know we had right tackle issues all year, so I know what Tommy's thinking on that. Honestly, our team was so talented. I remember reading something during that season. It was I think it was in Sports Illustrated, where Gil Brandt said they was the most talented team he'd seen in the last 25 years in the NFL. And if you look at the guys, there were guys that didn't even play that ended up becoming, starters on other teams later on that year, or later on in their career, I should say. So, we were just so dripping with talent. Ryan Pickett didn't even dress for the game, and he ended up becoming, one of the better nose tackles in recent history in Rams football. St. Louis Rams, I would say, arguably was the best nose tackle in St. Louis Rams history. In that 6-year span that he had, or 5-year span he had in St. Louis. So, we were very talented. We had guys all over the field who could play. And so it's a tough question to answer because the reason we lost that game wasn't because of talent. It wasn't because we were vastly more talented than New England. New England played a better game overall, and they played really hard, and they were helped with some rule bending and breaking that made that game what it was. And, it's just unfortunate that we don't have the ring that I feel like our team deserves.
I agree. Totally agree. And I honestly think that's why, Dexter was saying, he wanted to split back, Gurley and Falk. And I mean, you know what I said? I think you have an idea of what I said. I said, well, McGinnis can't hold them both, right?
Right. Exactly. That's right. Now, I don't know that Gurley really fits what the offense that we were running with Mike Marsh. I don't think he really fits the offense, but at the end of the day, you can turn and hand a guy like that the ball. He's pretty amazing, and he's from Maryland. So I'm a big fan of Todd Gurley, and he took a great picture with my kids. So I got nothing but love for Todd Gurley. He's easily one of the top 3 backs in the league, and I think and also he's working out with our Penn State guy.
I saw that.
So, yeah, so I got nothing but love for him, and I think Barkley is on track to be as great as Gurley.
I agree there. Hey, man, I appreciate your time. I really do. And I'd love to have you back on to talk some ball during the regular season if you're interested.
For sure. Reach out, man. I appreciate it. I enjoyed the conversation.
Absolutely. You too. Take care, Tyoka.
Okay, buddy. Bye.
All right, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. For Jake Ellenbogen, that was Tyoka Jackson. This has been another Downtown Rams Throwback Thursday. And we'll be back next week with another one. Take care, guys. Later.
When will you save me, Los Angeles? When will you save me?